Hey, everybody. Welcome to Howsit episode 6. I'm your host, Richie Henson, joined as always by Chloe Pearl. What's up, Chloe?
Hello, guys.
You guys, it is the week of Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
I
I'm
love,
hungry just thinking about it. Anyone else?
I am.
I
I,
love Thanksgiving food.
it's the best.
It hits different.
It really does. And honestly, like, no other holiday has like a specific meal,
Yeah.
but Thanksgiving has this meal.
And it just warms my soul,
Yeah.
It's
And like,
just so cozy.
yeah, it's just like it's just so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
So, speaking of Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving food, let's just talk a minute because I think this is important for everyone to
hmm
know. What is your ideal Thanksgiving plate? Like you get to
Oh,
make
yeah.
one plate for Thanksgiving. What goes on this plate?
This is easy.
Oh,
It's
okay.
so easy.
Okay.
You got your turkey, obviously.
Yes.
Like a good amount. Mashed potatoes and gravy.
Okay.
You got stuffing. You
Yes.
have a biscuit with honey on it. Honey and butter. And you have my mom's famous sweet potato casserole. It's legendary.
All right.
It's so good. It's like dessert, but for dinner. It's
Okay.
the best. And what else? What am I missing? I think that's really it. Like, I don't really eat
That's it.
vegetables on Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Okay.
I mean, maybe, but I don't like green bean casserole or anything.
Oh,
So.
wow. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Okay, what's
So
yours?
for me, obviously turkey. I'm
Obviously.
a dark meat person.
Whoa,
I
really?
love the dark meat from turkey. Like
Wow.
love dark meat.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just I've always liked it. Then I have to have green bean casserole. I cannot function at Thanksgiving without good green bean casserole. Becky makes a spectacular green bean casserole. In fact, she made it the other night because she knows how much I love it.
Yeah.
Like we have Thanksgiving season at our house a little bit.
I
So like
love
usually the
that.
week before Thanksgiving, we have some Thanksgiving stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you have to hit the mashed potatoes and gravy.
Oh, yeah, you have to.
And like don't be giving me none of that lumpy stuff.
Mm-mm.
Like I'm looking for that creamy, buttery, obviously not good for me, mashed potatoes
Mhm.
and gravy. And then stuffing.
I love stuffing.
You
It's
have
so
to have it.
underrated.
Like it's
It's
so
so
good.
good.
Even if it's got to be out of a box, like
It's
that's
fine.
fine. Just eat it out of a box. It's delicious.
Mhm.
And really, the only other thing I have is like a biscuit or like a
Mhm.
roll.
A
My
roll,
mom
yeah.
makes rolls. We call them butt rolls
Cool.
because it's like actually two rolls put into one thing, and then
Oh,
they
and
come
then
out
you
like a
tear them, yeah.
butt. Anyway, so that's what we have. That's it. Like I don't need or want anything else on Thanksgiving. Like
Yeah,
that is
that's enough.
literally it for me.
Yeah.
But we want to know what your favorite side dish is for Thanksgiving. So, new merch is coming out soon.
Mhm.
If you want a free item from that new merch, leave a comment below. What is your favorite side dish at Thanksgiving? We're going to pick a winner. Okay. As we learned from the last giveaway, even if you only enter a couple of times,
Mhm.
like your chances go way up.
Wait, but are they allowed to have more than one favorite?
I'm going to
Because I
say,
feel like people would just
oh,
comment every side dish.
true,
Like, I actually
true.
want to know your favorite,
No, good call. One entry per
One
person.
entry.
One comment per person will put your name in one time. Okay. But speaking of Thanksgiving, it's kind of a big week. Do you have any like special plans for your Thanksgiving?
So it's my first Thanksgiving married.
Yo!
So it's kind of a big week because last year on Black Friday, Nehemiah and I got engaged.
Whoa!
So that's kind of crazy. That's been a year ago already. But yeah, first Thanksgiving married. We're got lots of family to visit and eat with, and it's gonna be great. Nothing too crazy, but I'm
Yeah.
excited for a cozy weekend,
That's great.
And I actually think the weekend after Thanksgiving, I'm gonna go visit my friend Abby downstate. So it's gonna be
Amazing.
awesome.
It's gonna be
Gonna be
spectacular.
lovely.
I'm actually going to be in South Carolina for Thanksgiving
Mm.
Day. South Kakalaki. Shouts out to the hillbillies and the Hicks. But my parents live down there. My brother lives down there. My nephew Gray, hello Gray. They live down there. So we're gonna be spending Thanksgiving with them.
That'll be so fun.
It's gonna be a blast. Yeah, we spent
Emmett
time
and
together.
Gray reunite.
Oh
I'm
my
just
gosh.
excited for him,
Dude, Emmett and Gray, they
They're
FaceTime
besties.
all
Cousin
the time.
besties.
Cousin besties FaceTime all the time, and they can't stop talking about it. They're so pumped
They're
for it. It's
so
gonna be
cute.
amazing. But honestly, part of the whole Thanksgiving thing,
Yeah.
I feel like this belongs to Thanksgiving, not to Christmas, is
Mhm.
Black Friday.
Black Friday. What a crazy day. See, I'm more of a Cyber Monday kind of a girl, to be
Okay,
honest.
alright.
Better sales, and you can stay in bed. So why
Facts.
would
But
you
do you
not?
ever just, like, go somewhere for Black Friday just for, like, the giggles of it?
See, I only have one time, and it was last year, like right before I got engaged,
Yeah,
like that same morning. So we
yeah.
got up so early and went to Target, and I don't think we bought anything. Like
Okay,
we weren't
yeah,
looking for anything,
sure.
and it wasn't even that crazy. So I don't know. It was kind of
Alright,
wild.
let me tell you.
Yeah.
Last year, we were in South Kakalaki for Thanksgiving.
Wow.
At midnight, we went to Walmart in Easley, South
Walmart?
Carolina. Look up Easley, South Carolina. There's, like, 7 people that live there, and, like, 5 of them are my family members. Look up Easley, South Carolina. Nothing there except for this Walmart and a bunch of,
Okay.
like, kind of iffy restaurants.
Mhm.
So, me and Becky decided, like, "Hey, let's just go to Walmart." And so, like, they had all
Becky.
these sales that started at midnight, so me and
Mhm.
Becky are just by ourselves at this Walmart. It was insane in there.
Yeah, see, I didn't go to Walmart. I just went to Target.
It was a wild experience, and, like, we were just there to, like, peep it out, like, to see
Yeah.
what's up or whatever, but they had these, like, doorbuster deals that you had
Ooh.
to wait until midnight to get them, but they're all stacked up everywhere. So
That's
people were
pretty cool.
literally standing by
Like fighting
doorbuster
each
deals,
other.
just, like, kinda like bowing out to be like, "Yo, I'm gonna get this doorbuster deal," and, like, they were waiting for it to hit midnight, and, like, the people who were working there, like, one guy actually, like, went a little bit early,
Whoa.
and then it was, like, pandemonium because another person came over, was like, "Put all that stuff back, you can't take it," and it was, like, 2 minutes early. It was
Whoa.
insane, bro.
That
There were
sounds like
so many
somebody
people
could
in
get
there.
hurt.
It definitely was an iffy situation. We kinda just, like, moseyed around, grabbed a couple of
Yeah.
things that were, like, cool on sale, like a pair of
Mhm.
slippers for, like, half off, like, stuff like
Yeah.
that, and then we just, like, left
I
because it
wonder
was
if there are
like
any good sales though. Like any like Walmart or Target, like really good sales.
there might be. Can I tell you, they're already doing Black Friday sales online.
That's cheating. What?
I bought a new wireless mouse for $80 off last
Wow.
week,
What?
and it was a Black Friday deal, so I don't know, it's
Well, is it
whatever.
gonna go more on sale
No,
on
there's no
Black
way.
Friday?
There's no way. It's already $80
That's
off. There's no way
crazy.
it's gonna go more on
So
sale than
they're
that.
just having sales to have
Yeah,
sales. Like
they
it's
just
not
want your
even
money.
special anymore.
It's not special anymore. Nothing's special anymore. Weeping. Okay.
Wah,
So that's
wah.
what's going on with us. Now let's talk about what's going on with New Hope Youth.
All right. So New Hope Youth is off this week. No
Yo.
youth group this Wednesday. So if you show up tomorrow, nobody's going to be there.
And the
You should
doors will
go
be
home.
locked.
The doors will be locked. You'll be sad.
You cannot
Don't
get in.
come tomorrow. It'll be, but the next week, November 30th, we'll be back on. But just a reminder, don't come tomorrow. We're
Don't
off for
come tomorrow.
Thanksgiving.
However, November 30th is going to be an awesome week because we're kicking off a 2-part series that I'm so pumped for because I think it's a perfect series to lead us into Christmas. And it's a series called How to Deal with Difficult People.
Like, honestly, I need this series in my life.
Facts.
So I'm really pumped. If you're in Wildfire, Pastor Tim is going to come and speak to us for week 1 of the series, and then I'll speak for week 2. But we're just going to talk about how Jesus dealt with difficult people and how we can, as we come closer to the holiday season, we're seeing more family, and sometimes it can be hard. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah.
So we have difficult people in our family.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about how we can love them and honor them and just act in a God honoring way, even when there are difficult people all around us.
That's
So,
a fact. And if you got a friend who's got a difficult family or
yeah.
is kind of dreading the holidays,
Mhm.
this is a great opportunity to bring them to church so they can get some practical advice from the Bible on how
Yeah.
to deal with difficult people.
Yeah. Everyone has a difficult person in their life.
That
Like, let's
is
be
true.
honest.
That's true.
So we all could use some advice from the Bible about
Yes.
how to love difficult people.
Some of us are the difficult people, not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
like, no.
Me and Brant, I'm looking at you, Brant. It's us,
That's
bro.
funny because I was also thinking Brant.
It's us, bro. It's okay. I love
It's
you.
the Goober Nation.
It's the
fine.
Goober Nation in all of us. So not only are we gonna have a new series in the next couple of weeks, but we're also having an amazing event to kind of like land the plane for the Christmas season for New Hope Youth. Wildfire and Radiate together are going to have a Christmas gala.
Christmas gala. That just sounds so fun. It sounds
Dude.
like sophisticated, you know? Like
Yeah, it totally does.
dress up, put on your best fit, and show up to the Christmas gala for a good time. Okay?
Look, I saw what some of you wore to homecoming.
Yeah.
We're looking for that plus.
Yeah. Like, we're not messing around.
Homecoming
Like,
plus.
come on. Elevate it. You
Elevate
know?
it.
It's gonna
I'm
be
not
awesome.
gonna wear a hat.
What?
I'm gonna put on a suit with a tie.
Do you guys hear this? Come to the Christmas gala so you can see Richie without a hat on.
Is a fact. So Christmas Gala is gonna be amazing, and here's the thing about Christmas Gala. We do stuff like this, not just so we can hang out, we get to hang
Yeah,
out all the time,
for sure.
but here's the thing, everyone knows someone who needs Jesus.
Yes.
Everybody has at least one person in their life who needs to know Jesus, and
Mhm.
so we do events like Christmas Gala to create a low pressure situation for you to invite that person to come
Mhm.
with you to church. They might not come to hear about how to deal with difficult people. They might not come to hear about Jesus. They might not
Mhm.
come to worship with us, but maybe they'll come to a party where they get to dress up and have a good time. And in that moment, you can express to them, like, hey, this is what the family of God is about. We're
Yeah.
about loving each other and caring about each other and being there for each other. And
Mhm.
that might be what they need to see in order to feel like, hey, maybe I could go to church. Maybe I could
Yeah,
learn
it
more
just
about
makes
God.
it less scary, you know? Like,
Facts.
it's just I get how it can be, like, a pressure-filled situation, but it doesn't need to be. The Christmas Gala is a perfect time to bring a friend, to be like, "I'm not sure about this," but when they get there, it's like, "Oh, actually, this is hype," you
Yeah.
know? "This is sick,
Facts.
so let's
Facts.
do it."
Here's the thing, they might come for the community,
Yeah.
but eventually they're going to hear the gospel
Mhm.
and then they're going to meet Jesus. Okay. So that's what we're looking for. Bring somebody with you to the Christmas Gala. It's going to be an absolute blast. So that's how it is with New Hope Youth. Now let's see how it is with us.
Alright, guys, so we need to ask Richie a question because we all need a Thanksgiving history lesson. Okay,
Mm,
don't click off. It's okay. Don't click off. It's fine. It's going to be very short.
it's short.
But I think it's important that we, myself included, know the history of Thanksgiving because we have something we want to talk to you about. But first, let's hear our
Yes.
history
So
lesson.
here's the thing. Okay. I love Thanksgiving.
Richie's very
Because
passionate
I'm
about
very passionate
Thanksgiving.
about Thanksgiving. They started playing Christmas music in the office at church. My
Yes.
ears have been bleeding, like actual blood pouring out of my ears because it's so traumatizing to
Drama.
hear Christmas music before Thanksgiving. Here's why. I want to put some respect on Thanksgiving.
Mhm,
Okay? So the truth is this, we live in a nation where we get to worship whoever we want,
mhm,
right? And that's a big deal for us as Christians because it means that we get to worship God
mhm,
without anybody telling us to stop. And like we hold on to that very tightly. We love that in this country, but part of the reason why we have that is because of our history
mhm,
as people coming from Europe to the Americas. And so the Thanksgiving story, as it goes, is that this group of pilgrims came over, right? They
mhm,
were people who were seeking religious freedom,
mhm.
people who were being told how they had to worship in their country. And so they're like, we're not about that. We want to
Yeah.
worship in the way that we feel called to. So they come to the Americas and, like, low key, they were not prepared to live in this country.
Mhm,
They landed somewhere where it got cold during the winter. They didn't know.
mhm,
They straight up were not farmers, not hunters. Like these were just like straight up just like me, right? I
mhm,
can't hunt. I can't fish. I can't grow stuff in the ground. I don't have any skills like that. You put me in the wild, I'm dead, right? Like
mhm,
straight up. And so that's how these people were. Like they just came over. They're like, we just feel like we got to go because we want to worship God in a different way. So they
mhm,
show up and it goes so badly,
mhm,
like so badly. But thankfully, I think partly because they were like genuine good people,
mhm,
they build a relationship with the Native Americans who are living in that area,
mhm.
which is something that doesn't really happen that often
Yeah.
in America's history. Like a lot of times there's fighting, but in this instance, there was like this relationship built, like this commonality and community that gets built between these people. And the Native American people help these pilgrims survive,
Mm,
basically. And part of that survival gets marked with this meal, this Thanksgiving meal, for the express purpose of coming together with friends and family to say,
mhm,
wow, God has blessed us. God has taken care of us. We have so much to be thankful for. Let's offer special praise to God in this time of
mhm.
year. And it happens at the end of the harvest season
Yeah.
because they have had enough food, they've reaped their crops, and they're ready for the winter. And so that's why we celebrate Thanksgiving in this country. And so for me, I just want to put some respect on Thanksgiving. Number one, because the pilgrims, they straight up led the way for us to have religious freedom in this country, which is a
Mhm,
huge deal. And number two, because it shows you that when you're following after Jesus, you can make peace with people
mm.
and you can live at peace with the people
Yeah.
around you, and that you can find things to be thankful for, even if you don't agree on everything. So that's the Thanksgiving history lesson. And this is why I think it's so important for us right now. First Thessalonians 5:16 through 18 says this: Rejoice always, pray continually, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus. So this book gets written to these people in Thessalonica, and Paul's like telling them this is like the final instructions, okay? I want you to know how to live in community
Mhm.
together. And as part of that, that means that you have to be joyful, you have to be thankful. Give
Mhm.
thanks to God always. Like that's the will of God is to give thanks to him for all that he's done. And that just orients your perspective
Yeah.
and causes you to be in a mindset where you're like, no matter what's going on around me, I can
Mhm.
be thankful because God is still God. And that's a
Yeah.
big deal.
I think that's so timely because this is a really busy time of year.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's so funny that Thanksgiving is followed up by Black Friday, which is like the most chaotic day of the year
Yeah.
because it's we how often do we take time and set a whole day aside to just be grateful? Like we are not grateful people. You know what I mean? It's like we're so busy rushing through the chaos of life
Yeah.
that we forget to just sit and thank God for all of the blessings he's given us. Big, small, whatever. He has given us so many blessings and he has been so faithful to us throughout the generations.
Yeah.
He's been faithful since the time when Paul wrote that verse, since the time that the pilgrims came to America, and right now. He's always been faithful to us, and we
Mhm.
ought to thank him for that, right? It's
Absolutely.
so important that we are grateful people, and we should be grateful to him first and foremost, yeah?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think too, like Thanksgiving is a perfect opportunity to just set yourself up for success for the
Yeah,
rest of the holiday season.
because it ain't getting any slower.
No,
It's just
or
kicking it
easier.
off. It's
Right.
just like, "Oh,
There's a
good luck."
reason why we're doing a series on difficult people right
Yes.
before Christmas. It could be hard. And so, like you're saying, what a better way but to remember the faithfulness of
Mhm,
God right as you're leading into that.
mhm.
And like that's going to be the thing that sustains you through whatever happens this Christmas
Absolutely.
season is
Yeah.
that God is faithful,
Mhm,
that Jesus is your savior, and that you don't have to worry because God has got this.
mhm.
And so that's Thanksgiving, and that's why I love it. And that's why I think we should wait to play Christmas music until Black Friday.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that, but whatever. All right, guys, thank you for joining us for episode 6 of Howsit. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the bell to get notifications, and we will see you guys in a few weeks.
Love you
Bye.
guys. Bye.